All right, guys, so I want to talk about establishing an analysis. Analysis should be the last thing that you are doing at the end of your argumentative paragraph. So analysis is all about answering the question. Summary, introduction, that's all about just explaining what the document is that you're looking at, making sure you understand the document. Analysis is taking that information with your own brain and developing your own argument for how it answers the question. A lot of times that means that you're going to have to critically think, which means that the information is not directly in the document. Okay, remember, the information is not always going to be directly in the document. I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to take document 2 and 3. Document 2 and 3 belong to the same argumentative bucket. The prompt is, what caused for Chesapeake and New England colonies to become different? Just labeled a couple different colonies from those regions. So, introduction of the document's right here. For document 2, it's just a list of immigrants coming to New England. They just took that source code, turned it into a sentence. And then the summary is they explain what that list is of. It's organized by family. It explains how the man is first, followed by the wife, good and detailed. Same thing with document 3. Turn that source code into, or source line into a introduction. And then summary, again, just goes through some of the characteristics. Now, you have to make an argumentative bucket. How you make an argumentative bucket is you identify that the documents are similar, they have a common trait, and then you just name what that is. These are both about demographics and characteristics of the types of people coming to each colony. Let's skip down to number 3, because what you do is, after that, you start to form your thesis. The causes of the Chesapeake and New England colonies to become different, which again is answering our question, were the demographics of the types of people coming over. This is your argumentative bucket that you just made that you're putting at the end of your thesis. It can't be your only argumentative bucket because we were only talking about 2 documents here. So your next argumentative bucket would just go right after that, either with a comma, or if there's only 2 argumentative buckets, you would say and. The last one. All right. So now we have to do analysis. Analysis would be, how do we answer the prompt? So we know that these documents are giving us the characteristics of the people coming to New England and the people coming to Virginia. We see that people coming to New England are families. The people that come into Virginia are mainly men and they're mainly young. So now we have to use our brain to be able to figure out, since we know that one group is families and one group is mainly just single men, how could that lead to a potential change in the colonies? You might think of this as like an educated guess. So think about, what do families need that maybe single men do not? Let's start there. So the families is New England. So I say, since New England has more women and children in their society than the Chesapeake, that is going to mean it's more family-based. What does family-based mean, though? We have to go in more detail. This isn't actually that different than what we've already said in the summary. For example, this is where we're taking our critical analysis, leap of faith. New England would be more likely to have a school system for the kids, as well as social spaces such as churches. That's true, because we know that New England had that, but we're now able to connect that with the information in the document. And the Chesapeake, the colony is going to be have a lot harder time producing children and maintaining a population. So if in Virginia they cannot maintain a population, what's going to happen? Well, they're probably going to eventually leave. So also loyalty towards remaining in the colony could be lower, since starting a family would be difficult. This lack of loyalty and unity led to a difference in development of both societies. All right, there we go. We've clearly explained how the New England colonies, being mainly families, would develop differently than the Chesapeake. That's analysis. So putting it all together, you would do your topic sentence, telling me which argumentative bucket you're talking about, which is this one. Introduction and summary, which would go document 2, introduction, document 2, summary, document 3, introduction, document 3, summary. And then finally, analysis. All right here. Altogether, that is what your argumentative paragraph should look like. The only thing that could be potentially missing would be a HAP, which you can watch part 4 of breaking down how to write this paper to figure that out.